A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back to the channel Awesome Learning. We are doing the chapter photosynthesis and we have already completed the light reaction. We have done all the subtopics that were under light reaction like electron transport. We did photolysis of water. We did cyclic and non-cyclic phosphorylations, and also we did chemiosmotic hypothesis. So I hope all these things are very much clear to all of you. The products that we got from light reaction were oxygen, which was passed out as a byproduct, and we also got two things from light reaction. They were ATP and NADPH. So what will we do with this ATP and NADPH, and what is the next phase after light reaction, also called as dark reaction? It is also called as biosynthetic phase. So let's begin with the dark reaction or biosynthetic phase. Now children, as you see here, products of light reaction are ATP, NADPH and oxygen. These are the three products that we get from light reaction. Dark reaction is the use of ATP and NADPH to get or to derive the processes for the synthesis of food, that is sugar. That means in the dark reaction, what we are going to do is, or what we are going to study, that how is sugar made by the use of ATP and NADPH along with carbon dioxide. When all these things combine, food is synthesized, and this is done in the dark reaction. This phase does not directly depend on the light, but it is depending on the products given by the light reaction. So that is why it is not directly depending, but it is depending on the products of light reaction. It can be verified as follows. Immediately after light becomes unavailable, the biosynthetic process continues for some time. So by how to prove whether the dark reaction is depending on light, it has nothing to do with day and night. Let me tell you very clearly, because generally children used to say कि लाइट रिएक्शन इसलिए बोलते हैं क्योंकि वो दिन में होता है और डार्क रिएक्शन इसलिए क्योंकि वो रात में होता है. So it has nothing to do with that. Now because we can prove this, because even if the light is not present, even during the night hours, biosynthetic process will still continue. That means biosynthetic process means the dark reaction will still continue. So this proves that it is not dependent on the light or the absence of light. Okay, so if light is available, the synthesis will start again. So for some time, dark reaction will continue. Of course, why for some time? Why is it not continuing for longer hours? Because ATP और NADPH जितना होगा उतनी देर तक तो डार्क रिएक्शन काम करेगा, बट उसके बाद जब ATP NADP नहीं है तो डार्क रिएक्शन भी नहीं करेगा, वो भी रुक जाएगा. लेकिन जैसे ही दोबारा से लाइट अवेलेबल होगी, it will again start the synthesis. So this proves that light नहीं, but light reaction के products पे जरूर depend करता है dark reaction. I hope this is clear. Now children, carbon dioxide combines with water to form carbohydrates, that is sugar. Okay, so carbon dioxide assimilation during photosynthesis is two types. Now let's see how. C3 pathway and C4 pathway. Now we are going to do both these pathways. Very easy, very interesting also. C3 pathway. In this first product of carbon dioxide fixation, the first product of carbon dioxide fixation is a C3 organic compound. Now children, as you see, in carbon dioxide you have only one C. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में सिर्फ एक ही सी है, एक ही कार्बन है. लेकिन जब ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वाटर के साथ कंबाइन करके जो भी फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट बनाता है, whatever first product it is forming, if I zoom out this for you. See, whatever the first product is formed here, CO2 plus H2O, the first product formed here is a 3 carbon compound. That is, एक कार्बन वाले कंपाउंड से 3 कार्बन वाला कंपाउंड फॉर्मेशन होता है. द फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट इज 3 कार्बन कंपाउंड. ओके, ठीक है. तो पहला प्रोडक्ट जो बनेगा उसमें कितने कार्बन होंगे? 3 कार्बन, 3 ऑर्गेनिक एसिड, और वो एक एसिड होगा. द नेम इज 3-phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, so the name is phosphoglyceric acid. We also call it as PGA. You see here. So carbon dioxide plus water, when they combine together, they form the first product. This is our first product. Okay, तो एक कार्बन से हम कितने कार्बन के कंपाउंड पे पहुंच गए? 3 कार्बन कंपाउंड पे, 3C कार्बन कंपाउंड पे हम पहुंच गए. एंड द नेम ऑफ दिस प्रोडक्ट, द फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट इज phosphoglyceric acid, also called PGA. Now Melvin Calvin discovered this using 14 carbon, you know na, isotope of carbon in algal photosynthesis, right? Then there is another pathway, children, C4 pathway. In this, the first stable product is an oxaloacetic acid, which is a 4 carbon compound product. Again, let me zoom out for you so that it is more clearer to all of you. You can see here, C4 pathway, the first product that you see, can I zoom it further? Yeah, so you can see here the first product that is formed here is a 4 carbon compound, this 4C4 acid. The same diagram is present in your NCERT also. You can see there. So see, atmospheric carbon dioxide, when it enters, the first product that is formed, don't worry about other parts, हम सारे parts describe करेंगे, but यहाँ पर whatever I am saying is only about the first product, because I just want to tell you one thing in this topic, that carbon dioxide assimilation is done in 2 ways. Number 1 is C3 pathway and number 2 is C4 pathway. Now why do we call it as C3 and C4? You understood why we call it as C3, because the first product that is formed after carbon dioxide fixation is a 3 carbon organic acid, which we call it as phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, and we call this as C4 pathway because the first compound that is formed again from the same carbon dioxide is a 4 carbon acid, that is oxaloacetic acid, OAA. तो क्योंकि इनमें C3 प्लांट्स में फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट जो है वो C3 कार्बन कंपाउंड है, और C4 पाथवे में फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट जो है वो C4 यानी 4 कार्बन कंपाउंड्स को यूज करके बना है, इसलिए हमने इन पाथवेज का नाम ऐसे ही रख दिया है, C3 पाथवे एंड C4 पाथवे. तो ये पॉइंट आपको क्लियर हो गया होगा. Now one by one we will do all the pathways. So the first one is C3 pathway. Let's see. C3 pathway, or the Calvin cycle, we also call it as Calvin cycle after the name of who discovered it. Okay, so we also name it as Calvin cycle. It occurs in all photosynthetic plants. So remember, चाहे C3 pathway follow करता है प्लांट, चाहे C4 pathway follow करता है प्लांट, C3 दोनों में होगा, ये बात याद रखना. C3 pathway is followed by, C3 वालों के लिए तो C3 follow करेंगे ही, और C4 वाले भी C3 pathway follow करते हैं. कैसे? We will see it. So it has 3 stages. First is carboxylation, second is reduction, and third is regeneration. So we will do one by one each step. So the first one is carboxylation of RuBP. Now children, RuBP is ribulose biphosphate. Remember, RUBP is ribulose biphosphate. It is a 5 carbon ketose sugar. That means a sugar which has how many carbon? 5 carbon, and is a primary acceptor of CO2. RUBP is a primary acceptor of CO2. That means इसको CO2 से बहुत प्यार है. Okay, so it is the most crucial step. CO2 is fixed by RUBP to 2,3-PGA in presence of enzyme RUBP carboxylase. Now, very important step. You see, RUBP is already present. CO2 is coming from the atmosphere. So, as soon as this RUBP it comes in contact with CO2 और उसको उससे बहुत प्यार है, तो RUBP combines with CO2 in presence of enzyme RUBP carboxylase. Okay, in presence of enzyme RUBP carboxylase. That is why the step we call it as carboxylation. Okay, to form what? To form what? Two molecules of 3-PGA. Now 2 stands for the number of molecules and 3 stands for how many carbon atoms. कितने carbon atom है? तो 3 carbon atom वाला PGA. So 2 molecules of 3-PGA are formed. Again, let me tell you, RUBP is already present in the plants, that is leaves, and this RUBP has a great love for carbon dioxide. So as soon as it sees the carbon dioxide and water is already combined with it, so RUBP tries to accept, because it is a good CO2 acceptor, it tries to fix CO2 in presence of enzyme RUBP carboxylase to form 2 molecules of 3-PGA. Okay, 2 stands for the number of molecules and 3 stands for how many carbon atom. So PGA में कितने carbon atom है? 3. So I hope first step is very much clear here. Since this enzyme also has an oxygenation activity, so enzyme has an oxygenation activity, and you know children, oxygenation is what? Addition of oxygen or deletion of hydrogen. So it is called RUBP carboxylase oxygenase. Why we call it as so? Because RUBP carboxylation भी कर रहा है and oxygenation भी करता है. So we call it as RUBP carboxylase oxygenase, and short form is always written as Rubisco. I am talking about the enzyme. The enzyme Rubisco, you should write whenever you draw this cycle. Never forget to write the enzyme here. The enzyme used here is Rubisco. Why we call it as Rubisco? Now you must be clear. Rubisco is most abundant enzyme in the world. सबसे ज़्यादा enzyme that is present, that is found in the world is Rubisco. So the first step is very much clear to all of you, carboxylation of RUBP. The next step or the second step is reduction. Okay, now you see we have reached here. We have reached this portion. Now let's see reduction. It is a series of reaction leading to the glucose formation. Now this is a step. ये एक पड़ाव है. हमारा ultimate product क्या है? Glucose. हमको कहाँ तक पहुंचना है? हम क्या करने जा रहे हैं? डार्क रिएक्शन में हमको यहाँ तक पहुंचना है ना, अल्टीमेट प्रोडक्ट है. तो ये बीच में एक पड़ाव है बस, रिडक्शन. ठीक है. सो हियर 2 ATP molecules for phosphorylation and 2 NADPH for reduction per CO2 molecules are used. Now please pay attention. How many 2 ATP? How many ATP? 2 ATP. Okay. And how many NADPH? 2 NADPH for one CO2. If you are using one carbon dioxide here, तो कितने ATP यूज करोगे आप? 2. और कितने NADPH यूज करोगे आप? 2. अगर यहाँ 2 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होते तो कितने ATP यूज होते? 4. कितने NADPH यूज होते? 4. लेकिन एक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का हिसाब बता दिया उन्होंने कि अगर एक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को रिड्यूस करना है तो रिड्यूस करने के लिए हमको 2 ATP चाहिए और 2 NADPH चाहिए। ये हम खर्च करेंगे, यहाँ यूज करेंगे। सो उसी ATP जब यूज होता है whenever ATP is used, it gets converted into what? ADP plus inorganic phosphate। तो ये एक रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन है ना। ATP बना किससे था? ATP बना किससे था? ATP इन्हीं से बना था, ADP प्लस इनऑर्गेनिक फॉस्फेट से बना था ATP। और अब ATP को अगर यूज करना है तो वापस यही बनेगा। इट इज अ रिवर्सिबल रिएक्शन। So when ATP is used, what are you getting? See the arrow. What are you getting? ADP plus PI. And NADP, what are you getting from NADPH? When you use NADPH, what are you getting? Again NADP plus. That means loss of electron, GER was gain of electron is reduction. And Leo stands for लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ऑक्सीडेशन। अब यहाँ इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज हो रहा है तभी तो पॉजिटिव साइन आ रहा है ना। किसी भी आयन के ऊपर प्लस साइन क्यों आता है? बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कम हो जाते हैं और प्रोटॉन्स ज्यादा हो जाते हैं। तो अगर NADPH जो बिल्कुल न्यूट्रल था, अगर उसके ऊपर प्लस साइन आ गया है तो दैट मीन्स क्यों आया प्लस साइन? क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स चले गए हैं तो प्रोटॉन्स ज्यादा हो गए हैं। दैट मीन्स लूजिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ऑक्सीडेशन, right? Okay, so here we are using 2 ATP and 2 NADPH to form what? What are we getting? What are the products we are getting? We are getting ADP plus PI and NADP plus. सो फिक्सेशन। अब आप सोचो, अगर एक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को फिक्स करने के लिए 2 ATP और 2 NADPH यूज हो रहे हैं तो फिक्सेशन ऑफ 6 CO2 मॉलिक्यूल्स एंड 6 टर्न्स ऑफ साइकिल। ये एक CO2 का एक साइकिल, तो सोचो 6 CO2 का 6 बार ये साइकिल चलेगा। 6 टर्न्स ऑफ साइकिल आर नीडेड टू रिमूव 1 ग्लूकोज ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल। क्योंकि ग्लूकोज का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? C6। तो C6 कैसे आएगा? यानी 6 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, C6 को बनाने के लिए 6 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल चाहिए और 6 टर्न्स लगेंगे इस साइकिल के, तब जाके 1 ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल विल बी फॉर्म्ड, राइट? सो दिस इज रिडक्शन। Then the third step of C3 cycle is regeneration of RUBP। because ये cycle है, हम यहाँ स्टॉप नहीं कर सकते हैं। सुक्रोज मिल गया, स्टार्च बन गया, वी कैन नॉट स्टॉप हियर, वी हैव टू रीजेनरेट RUBP। तो इट इज अ क्रूशियल फॉर कंटिन्यूएशन। ये बहुत जरूरी है, ये स्टेप बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि अगर हम चाहते हैं कि ये साइकिल कंटिन्यू रहे तो हम जो RUBP यूज कर रहे हैं हम वापस उसको देंगे। So it requires 1 ATP for phosphorylation। तो यहाँ एक ATP और खर्च हो रहा है, 2 यहाँ खर्च हो गए, एक ATP यहाँ खर्च हो रहा है, right? So hence for every 1 एक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल को फिक्स करने के लिए टोटल कितने ATP खर्च हो रहे हैं मेरे? 3 ATP and 2 NADPH are required। So it is probably to meet the difference in number of ATP and NADPH used in the dark reaction that the cyclic phosphorylation takes place। Okay, so to make 1 glucose molecule 6 turns of cycles are needed। Why 6? I told you, because एक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड से एक कार्बन मिलेगा, तो C6 बनाने हैं तो मुझे 6 कार्बन चाहिए, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड चाहिए, और 6 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को फिक्स करना है मुझे, तो 6 टर्न्स लेने पड़ेंगे। एंड देन ओनली आई कैन मेक 1 ग्लूकोज, 1 molecule of glucose। So you can see what does go in and come out of the Kelvin cycle? 6 CO2 goes in, 18 ATP। Why 6? So अगर 1 CO2 में how many ATP? 3। तो 6 3 जा 18 ATP and 6 2 ja 12 NADP, right? This much goes in, and how much we are getting? We are getting 1 glucose. 18 ATP खर्च होंगे तो कितने मिलेंगे? 18 ADP, and NADPH 12 जाएंगे तो कितने NADP plus मिलेंगे? 12. So this is what we are giving inside, and this is what we are getting out. So I hope this is very much clear to you, C3 cycle.